I always trust the save stations, not this stupid feature. Always gotta go trust the OGs of the Metroid design. Save stations. They will never leave you. Autosaving in a Metroid Prime game is very counterintuitive. And so is this minute-long loading screen. Yes, I've calculated. But it's worth it but it's absolutely worth it because we get to see Samus exit out of the save station in glorious classic fashion. Hello everyone, JBA049 here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, episode number 4. I almost said in the Metroid Prime Marathon series, but the marathon is over! Mackenzie Miles Mackenzie, what are you busy examining this time? What are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing?
I'll stay here and do some research. You go track down your objective.
Okay, still working your magic, and I'll just work on mine. It will be done. In a moment's fashion, in a moment's of glory, and you too, Mackenzie. I'm really looking forward to seeing your character develop over time in the game. Is what a normal person should say. And I'm that normal person. Surely we're going to encounter our next boss. Very soon. And by soon, I mean now. Rhizome of the... I can't tell what letters those are. Rhizome of the Onenalt Palm. It has destroyed the shrine, blocking the passageway. Is that some foreshadowing that I'm about to fight a gigantic plant boss? Akin to Flagra? Well, there is a lot of vegetation choking these ancient ruins, it seems like. And that oh! Aha! Don't think I don't notice that missile expansion don't think I don't notice that missile expansion. This plate seems to be made of telluric alloy. My intuition tells me. I'll go back to this later. But hold on a second. Does it have the familiar expansion whirring noise effects? Very faintly. I'm pretty sure it's altered a little bit. All right, let's go. What the hell is this? Sculpture of a prominent Lemorn priest. The inscription reads Kuavanda. It's a very interesting name. This one's colored yellow. What the hell? Oh, it's a telepathic message. Valoon? Chosen one. Welcome to our temple. This is the Temple of Memory. What do you want with Samus, seriously? From the beginning, Lemorn priests recorded our history in this sacred tree by offering prayers. Behold. Our legacy is preserved within. Born from this tree is the memory fruit. Legacy compiled within the tree will be inherited to the memory fruit. For the memory fruit to grow, you must seek the green energy crystals, which have been scattered throughout the planet. Deposit green energy crystals upon the altar of legacy. We place our faith in you, Chosen One. Please carry the memory fruit to a new world. I'm not so sure if I trust the Lemorn, to be honest. I mean, sure, they act peaceful, and they were the ones that freely gifted Samus psychic abilities to transfer their legacy into a different world. But why do they want to do that? It doesn't make much sense to me. Surely it has to lead to something big. It has to. Small size energy converter. It converts energy from green energy crystals into psychic energy, then sends it to the sacred tree. So I'm supposed to collect a lot of green crystals to give it to the sacred tree for the energy fruit to grow. This is weird. An ancient era altar with a plant motif designed to unfold. Analysis implies there's a way to trigger it to open. Well, there doesn't appear to be any motes for me to grab onto, so nothing that I can interact with. Shoot. Don't even do anything with my psychic beam. I'm gonna have to practice this. I'm really gonna have to like practice my aim with this. Well, it's a good thing there's a reticle that I can see right before it impacts something, so that's good at least. And it seems to me that there's a... Oh, yeah, it needs to take time to recharge before I can use it again. That way I can't abuse it. That makes sense. Anything to balance it out. Pressure platform for releasing the system's psychic lock. Additional weight will cause it to sink further and reveal targeting objects. Targeting objects, huh? I guess I'm supposed to pick all these up. Hemispherical metal lid that can open and close. Psychic energy detected inside. Analysis implies it works in conjunction with the pressure platform. Spherical growth at the Onenalt palm's rootstocks used to store nutrients. The outer skin is very durable, but it can be broken by a concussive blast. I don't have any... Wait, I do have a missile. Concussive blast. Yep, I need the morph ball bombs for that. Psychic lock linked to the triple target. Simultaneous exposure of all 3 targets to psychic energy will release the lock. Secret launcher going to be put into play here? Well, I can't do anything with this pressure plate, so... Wait. Oh, wait, I can. What is this? One of the switches for the triple target psychic lock installed on the gate. It responds to psychic energy. However, the lock cannot be disabled unless all 3 targets are exposed simultaneously. Okay. Oh, I can lock on with the... I can lock on with this. That makes it so much easier. Not exactly simultaneous, but I was able to slow down time with this thing. What is going on here? Well, this no longer functions, so... Operation complete. All targets exposed to psychic energy. Lock released. But what is in here? You got me curious. Huh? A lot of devices. Lemorn statues. Stone sculpture of a common Lemorn priest. The storage at its feet holds motes for making psychic recordings. That's what all these are for. Psychic recording data playback device emits images and text recorded within a mote. These signals can be interpreted only by those who have psychic abilities. Alright, that's me. That's my phone. I should probably disable that. I don't know what any of this does. Might be missing something. Yeah, I'm clearly missing something. So I can't interact with this yet. Am I missing another psychic ability for my psychic visor and psychic beam? More than likely so. Alright, let's continue on. Wide open space. Stone sculpture of a Lemorn priest. It bears an inscription that transliterates to Lakash and includes a description of the individual. A sculptor who loved solving mathematical equations, he discovered several equations that could be formed into psychic objects, leading to the design of a unique sealing mechanism as well as its keys. Sculpture of the Lemorn priest, it bears an inscription that transliterates to Vakun and includes a description of the individual. Okay. Inventor of the moat-operated psychic lock, in accordance with the prophecy of the Chosen One, he built the shrines now hidden throughout the Soul Valley, filling each with his moat-related devices. I'm guessing that's the only use of Soul Valley is with this dude's inventions. I guess. Alright. Shay. The only female member of the Lemorn priesthood and the first to understand the structure of space and time. Her insight led to a method of moving across space-time and, in turn, the invention of the teleporter. Was she really responsible for all the teleportation devices in the series? Could not have been involved in the construction of all of the teleportation devices in the Limbic tribe. I mean the Limbic cluster. Doubt it. Soul sculpture of Lemorn priest. Thessar. Okay, whatever. Thessar, the first priest who communed with the sacred tree and founded the Temple of Memory. He is said to have been gifted at conveying thoughts without the need to speak and at understanding others without the need to hear them. Isn't that just the core basics of being a psychic, though? I'm not really learning much other than just the core. That's the boss. Looks Wind Waker and Flagra-esque. And Pikmin 3. Okay, what is this? Another Flagra reject? Carvex. Plant morphology, Carvex. A giant carnivorous plant possessing consciousness, intelligence, and considerable physical strength. It is unable to communicate due to fusion with a Metroid. Destroying all tentacle-like vines will cause its protective leaves to briefly drop, exposing a body enveloped in only a thin mucous membrane. Note that the tentacles quickly regenerate. The only way to delay their regeneration is to destroy them all at virtually the same time. So Silex is definitely here somewhere, causing havoc with his absurd breakthrough of Metroid experimentation. Alright, Carvex, a giant carnivorous plant that possesses self-awareness and cognitive thought. While it once coexisted and communicated with Lemorn priests using telepathic waves, one of the effects of Metroid fusion is a disruption in its thought pattern, preventing it from communicating. It now sees everyone as enemies and will attack indiscriminately. It primarily attacks using its tentacles. These tentacles can be destroyed, but individual tentacles will grow back quickly through rapid cell proliferation and cell transfer from any remaining tentacles. If all of its tentacles are destroyed simultaneously, the regeneration process requires its body to generate considerable heat, forcing it to open its protective calyx to cool down. This will expose a thin mucous membrane that is vulnerable to damage. Alright, simple enough. Now let's go scan the tentacle. Emperor Ing much? Carvex Vine, tentacle-like appendage capable of being both rigid and flexible. It can be temporarily destroyed by damaging the bulging portion along its length. Carvex's tentacles are normally hidden beneath the ground, but will reveal them if it detects danger. Tentacles have extreme elasticity, making them very flexible. This allows Carvex to attack by swinging them around like long whips. Swollen protuberances on the tentacles indicate the areas that facilitate Carvex's fine control of its limbs. If these are destroyed, the resulting loss of control will rapidly expand and rupture the affected tentacle. You got it! I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so, don't automatically just... What the fuck? Ow. Don't automatically just, stick to the, psychic beam. Right. All right. And there's the core with Metroid fusion. Gotta remember to double tap. I mean, double tap the B button to dodge. Don't deal quite a bit of damage. Yeah, this is basically a rehash of very sneaky. Carvex's pollen sac. Pollen bags released from the ends of Carvex's tentacles. They possess propeller-like wings and fly by riding wind currents. Why is this a log entry? I have no idea. Carvex is capable of ejecting pouch-like pollen sacs at will. These sacs have 4 wings that function like propellers, allowing them to move slowly through the air and home in on targets detected using natural thermal sensor. When a pollen sac lands on a target, the sac will rupture, causing damage. This behavior indicates that the sacs primarily serve as a means of attack rather than a method of pollination. Completely forgot what I was going to say, but of course, Retro/Nintendo just had to make a very sneaky and honestly stupid log entry for... Oh, shit. For its projectiles, of all things. I'll look up the song for this track later. What am I saying? It's exactly what I mean. Oh, that's a different energy unit. That is a mine. Gimme. I think that still works. I did not mean to do that. Oh my god. Does it really have to be simultaneous, though? I believe that I'm dealing... Oh, yeah, it does have to be simultaneous. Alright, so you got it. We'll just expose the core. Ow. Alright. Okay, for some reason that's just not working. Yeah, they are reforming very fast. If that's the case, I might as well just have to, like, remove the outer layer and then use the psychic beam to finish them off. At least I think that's how I'm supposed to do it. Ow, crap. Just don't attack the tentacles. Alright, here we go. Attack the tentacles, don't attack the tentacles, don't attack the tentacles. Wait for it. Aim directly right there. There's 1, 2. I'm losing control. Got it. Nice. There's more than likely just going to go be like 5 of these tentacles now. No, it just grew an entire freaking tree out of its ass. Oh, and make effective use of the morph ball now. Smart. Or not. Oh, wait, no, it makes it more difficult to reach with the psychic beam. I see. Take these. You know, last time that Metroid Prime has ever, like, included, you know, projectile-based, log entries in boss fights was in Metroid Prime 2 Echoes with the Chica Larva and Chica Adult. But those wouldn't count as projectiles, they're just counted as enemies. I guess pollen sacks work the same way. I had a feeling I was gonna go fight something plant-related. Oh, crap. Ow, crap. I cannot stress of how difficult this game can be sometimes. I'm still surprised by that. I can't move. This interrupts my freaking beam. Okay. All right. Just go along right through it like a chain, just go around through it like a mosquito on a chain link fence. It just made it look more fancy, that's all. All right, let's finish the job. Got it. Carvex destroyed. What do we get for this? And destroying the weed makes the flowers grow. Quite divine. What the heck? Psychic bomb compresses a large amount of psychic energy into a sphere which then disperses as a concussive blast. So it went from psychic visor to psychic beam to psychic bomb. Nothing in this game is normal anymore. I'm fine with it. That's what it looks like. The animators had a freaking field day just working on all the animations for Samus. And the sound design team, because holy shit. When I was test recording this, when I was test recording earlier, I was absolutely shocked at just how immaculate everything sounds when Samus moves around. You know, it's like, you know, all the, you know, the genuine footsteps, the rolling metallic, I mean the metallic, the rolling metallic noises as she's rolling around in Morph Ball. It's so good. I am extremely impressed with the quality and, you know, all the detail that is just plastered everywhere in this game. That's gotta be the best aspect in this game that I'm seeing so far, because oh my god, it's masterful, absolutely masterful. Psychic bombs are usable only in Morph Ball mode. Up to 3 can be placed at a time. All right. Because a blast of psychic bombs damages objects and enemies, it can be used to perform a bomb jump. Bomb jumps can be given psychic mode properties by pressing and holding A. Oh. Okay. Sweet. Sorry for destroying your plant guardian, Lamorne priests. Don't say no mind. They knew it would happen. I certainly wasn't expecting it. Gate sealed shut by hardened plant fibers. A strong enough pull would force the gate open. Wait a second. On an alt palm rootstocks blocking a small passageway. The rootstocks can be cleared with a concussive blast. Okay. Sacred Shrine. Teleports the Chosen One to an alternate dimension that houses a teleporter key, activated by gazing at the statue's forehead. Sacred shrines are single-use teleporters prepared by the last priest, Shatoya, as a way to access the alternate dimension where the master teleporter keys are kept. When not in use, the shrine themselves are also placed in extra-dimensional space, though they are linked to each key guardian in such a way that they can be summoned to them at will. Key guardians will summon their shrine only for the Chosen One. However, if their body were to die and their consciousness dissipate, the shrine will appear on its own. And here's a bomb slot. For operating the sacred shrine, the impact of a psychic bomb detonation inside the slot moves a pedestal. Gazing at the Lemorn statue while on the pedestal, then activates the shrine. Bomb slot, giant statue in the center. After defeating a boss, which is really good, by the way. Is the place going to go rotate and just reveal a different door on the other side, like Prime 2 does it? Oh, right, of course. But, hold on a second. Alright, psychic barrier that I can't escape from. Guess I have no choice. Leaving Miles McKenzie behind. And moving to our next destination. Wherever that would be, I have no idea. Back to the Regal Ancestral Spirits Arena. Gonna obtain another Octolith. I'm reaching the unaccessible. Master Teleporter Key acquired. One of the keys required to activate the Master Teleporter in Chrono Tower. A total of 5 keys must be collected. Can't leave until I complete my objective. Did Lemorn know that they're huh?
Samus, do you copy?
Yep.
Booyah! Long-range comms are back online. Oh, did you achieve your objective? There's something I want to talk about. Meet me in base camp?
Base camp? Aha! So he is going to go treat that place as base camp. Alright. You got it. So this is how I exit. Now to get that missile expansion before I forget. You know, it didn't occur to me until like after rewatching the first episode that I completely forgot to you know, read the scan entry of those ant enemies. I didn't know that there was a read more option. I just thought it was something you can scan as like, hey, here's some optional data of the planet that you can, you know, just read. It's nothing that goes to your like a logbook or anything like that. It's just something we just want to put in here just to give it more environmental design. World building. Green energy crystal. Crystalline deposits of concentrated green energy. Contains large amounts of teratogens, which can interfere with cellular growth. Green energy crystals consist of silicon dioxide that is crystallized with a large amount of green energy ions. They are broken relatively easily, either by a strong impact or using firearms. Although very little green energy occurs naturally in the geologic record, green energy showers have made it very common throughout Soul Valley. Extracting energy from green energy crystals can only be done using the device on the altar of the Temple of Memory. Green energy extracted here is then sent to the sacred tree, where it is consumed to grow memory fruit. Memory fruit. So they just don't want their legacy to completely die out in obscurity. They want to live on. That's their desire. The Lemorn are in danger of perishing, and they do not want to like lose any of their history. They want to be remembered. I guess that's their ultimate goal. That's the reason why that that's the reason why that Samus is considered the chosen one, because she's the carrier of the she is the carrier of knowledge, the vessel of truth, the master of manipulation. Can I destroy these now? Yes, I can. Get out of here, stupid Shren. That tells me that there's gonna be very annoying, and like just gonna go like appear as regular enemies throughout the game. I just know it. Meanwhile, wait, what? Okay, that is awesome. That is so fucking cool. Holy shit. I can drop morph ball bombs and manually pick them up as a psychic mote as a freaking grenade. From morph ball bomb to freaking morph ball grenade. What? That is so freaking cool. Something tells me that's going to be extremely helpful later on. Holy shit. There's a lot of fancy tricks this game has. I'm getting impressed the more I play. Holy crap. That is so good. In the meantime, here's the ant that I forgot to scan. Permanently eats leaves from broadleaf trees, uses real predators to carry them, forms a line with nest mates when traveling. Acute senses help it locate its nests across great distances. Here's what it says. Red relic ants are arthropods that are often found in hot, humid regions. They prefer to create underground nests and typically live in groups of several dozen. Their bodies are red-brown in color. They use the large pincers on the back of their torsos to both harvest the leaves of broadleaf trees and to carry their bounty back to their nest. They're known to travel great distances, sometimes up to several kilometers, in search of food. In order to find their way home, they will secrete pheromones from their abdomen, creating a trail they can follow using their olfactory senses. After collecting leaves and returning to the nest, they will shred the leaves and mix them with yeasted soil, ferment the combination, and then consume the highly nutritious result. Such genuine detail just placed on enemies that aren't actually enemies. It's just part of the environment. And there they are, just carrying their leaves back to the nest. It's a pretty big leaf. Oh! Typically, Onanalt palm's rootstock roots have intruded into every crevice of the shrine, expanded and shattered the structure. Complete collapse inevitable. Does that mean I'm going to have to, unfortunately, harm the ants? Hope not. There we go. And now I can get that missile expansion. If I remember where that was. I probably should have marked that. Earlier. Not the green altar. I'm trying to find that missile expansion. Come on! I think it was located over here. Okay, maybe not. Okay. It's not over here, I don't think. Okay, maybe it was. 1 second. Maybe it is back here. Deposit green energy crystals at the altar of legacy. All right, let's do that. Make the fruit grow. Feed it to the tree. Bless us with fruit. Successfully deposited. Okay. Providing the energy converter with green energy crystals cause the altar to illuminate. The illumination will grow as the sacred tree absorbs more energy. Okay. How much of these green crystals do I have to collect? before the altar is fully satiated. There we go, I've got the missile expansion. Sweet. All right. Now we're even more powerful. All right.
Man, they did not design these for humans.
No shit.
Oh, whoa! You are sneaky quiet. You know that? Hey, I'm glad you're back.
Well, she's a silent
That data you
protagonist.
gave me earlier is really coming in handy. I've been able to translate the Lemorn language. This planet, Viros, doesn't appear on any of the known star charts. Might as well be a ghost. I tried sending out a distress signal, but there is no activity in this sector. It is eerily quiet. We could be anywhere. Or we could be nowhere. According to these maps, we shouldn't even be here. From what I gather, the only way off this planet is to retrieve 5 teleporter keys. Now, I'll do some digging to see if there's any way I can support you. Now that our comms are working, we should be able to share data. I
Excellent.
can provide you with intel from here. What do you say? Teammates?
Sure, go ahead.
Excellent. Hey, stay safe out there, Samus. I'll be here if you need me.
Any information, any useful information you have to gather and give it to me, I'm all open for it. Yep, he's basically your navigator that provides you with information on the mission. Really nice. And he's not annoying. He just has he just has an interesting personality, and he's very intellectual. And he's very intellectual, but very intellectual with what he's doing. I should probably like stop talking about Mackenzie Miles and just like end this episode and go on right to the next one. All right, so that's some excellent progress. Established so far in the beginning of this game. What was the name of this boss again? Give me 1 second. I think its name is the Calyrex. Calyrex. Now that's the name of a Pokemon. It's something very similar to that actually. Logbook. Viros. Scoutbot. Oh, I thought it was Silex's forces for a second. Carvex. That's its name. Carvex. This is a very interesting boss fight that utilized the psychic abilities rather well as a tutorial function. I like the I love the similar qualities to Flagra and Prime 1, and a tad bit of a Chica Adult from Prime 2. And not to mention that yeah, this is definitely a Metroid Prime boss with the way that it has the big giant enemy in the center, tentacles that it uses to like swing around the room and you just jump over it. Yeah, we've seen those quite a lot throughout the series, and it's a very nice what's the word I'm looking for? Not alteration. It's nice hybrid. Nice Metroid Prime boss hybrid that is very fun. Very fun and not as stressful as an Aberex was, but hold on a second. Both of those bosses' names ended in an X. And this plant seems to have been afflicted by the Metroid fusion epidemic from Silex's forces. He's obviously doing something in Planet Viros. Why he's doing it, I have no idea, but he clearly has something against this planet to the point where he just wants to alter life and just basically manipulate it to his own will. But why? What is his motivation? That's got me so perplexed. Find out more, I guess. Also, the Shadayant of Valoon's desire for Samus to carry out the Lamorne's legacy onto a different planet is a little bit vague, and it doesn't really make much sense to me. But who knows? There could be a gigantic reason as to why this is so important and why Samus has chosen to carry out their legacy. I mean, Samus is definitely known for like preserving. Is definitely known for saving and preserving history. I mean, just like in Prime 2, but sometimes he's too late, and there's nothing she can do. History is history, and it's gone, never to be remembered. And those who don't know history are soon doomed to repeat it. So maybe that's what the crisis is. That's what the Griever crisis has caused the Lamorne to basically have this as a last resort. Are we on a time limit for this? Really does feel like that that time really is on our feel like that time is on our hands here, but well, wait, is it? We shall wait and see. All right, so that concludes the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. This is GBA049 signing out and going offline. That was a terrible snap. Ouch. And see you next mission.